If you were asked, "How was your day?" I'm sure there are several possible ways you could respond to this simple question. But eventually, it's either you had a good day or a bad day. Nobody wants to have a bad day, but it can't be avoided. No matter how well planned your day is, there are just some things that you can't control. But there is one thing that both good days and bad days have in common, and that's our emotions. We have both positive and negative emotions. When we feel happy, excited, joyous, motivated, and hopeful, we are experiencing positive emotions. But when we feel sad, disappointed, angry, frustrated, and anxious, we are experiencing negative emotions. Our emotions, whether positive or negative, make up a large part of our life, even though we can't see them. Our daily interactions, our decisions, and thoughts can be influenced by our emotions, and this is what makes it so powerful. Take, for example, you feel happy. It is easy for everybody around you to see that you are happy because of how you will interact with them. You will likely be smiling and sound excited and optimistic. People will easily pick up on this vibe. This is true if you are angry or sad as well. Everybody around you will know something is wrong because of the way you'll interact. The same thing happens when we are making decisions. We tend to be more optimistic when we are happy because positive emotions, like feeling motivated and inspired, fuel us with the energy to pursue our goals. But when we are experiencing negative emotions, chances are that we tend to feel drained, make poor decisions, and become more pessimistic. So depending on our emotions, we can easily go from feeling excited and ready to crush our day to feeling like lying on the couch all day doing nothing. But we can't just let our lives be governed by how we feel, which is why we need to know how to manage our emotions. Think about it. What happens when you have a bad day? If you are like most people, then you'll probably find it difficult to focus and become easily distracted. And all thanks to our advanced technology, there's never a shortage of distractions. You could be tempted to go through social media, binge on that TV show you've been putting off for so long. And yes, the idea of hanging out with friends will feel much better than doing anything productive. This type of distraction is known as emotional distraction, and the root cause of it can be traced to our negative emotions. Many of us make an effort to be happy. We travel to new countries, visit new places, buy new things, or find a partner. We make memories and enjoy the moments we spend making these memories. Some people even practice meditation and yoga with the intention to improve their mood and feel happier. All these things are intentionally done to make us happy. But when we are experiencing a negative emotion for any reason, we try to escape the feeling, and this is where the problem lies. It is true that nobody likes to feel sad or angry, but it's unavoidable. And being that we can't switch off our emotions, we tend to do the next best thing, and that's ignoring how we feel. We don't give these negative emotions enough attention. We don't deal with them intentionally. Instead, we try to avoid them because our brain registers these negative emotions as painful experiences. To help us forget about these negative emotions, our brain tries to feed us with distractions, which work fine in the short term. But ignoring these negative emotions is not a solution because this won't make them go away. Instead, these emotions will fester and begin to manifest in other forms like aggression and overeating, also known as emotional eating, which will then lead to other problems like obesity. One of the best ways to handle negative emotions is by understanding them, and to do this, you should know what triggers these emotions. Did you feel insecure after an argument with your spouse? Or does your boss make you feel powerless? Now think about what caused the argument, or why your boss is giving you such a hard time. This should help you know if there is something you can do about it. This self-assessment will help you arrive at the root cause of the negative emotion. And when you know what's causing it, then it is easy to deal with. This does not mean that it's always your fault, but when you decide to take responsibility in your life, you are able to make an impact and improve the situation next time. Remember, we are the sum of our emotions, and learning to live with them is part of everyday life. That's why it's important to make sure you're always in a positive state of mind. But once in a while, you will experience negative emotions too, and learning to manage them is what makes all the difference. To do this, you have to understand them, and that means facing them squarely, giving some attention, and thinking proactively. With this, you will know how to respond to these negative emotions instead of simply trying to avoid them. And while the goal is to manage your emotions, don't forget you also need to manage your life as well. This includes having a well-laid plan that you can follow to achieve your goals. Having a plan makes it easier to avoid situations that trigger negative emotions like depression and low self-esteem, because you have more control over your life and the things happening around you. Without a plan, everything is left to chance, and there's no guarantee that you'll like the outcome. I have a good strategy that has helped me plan my life, achieve my goals, and have more control over my time. I call it the productivity framework. You can download a free template, and I have also prepared a video explaining how you can make the most use of the productive framework. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.